Going on, everybody? So of course, right after I did that Lakers quick update video earlier this last week, they had that big game at Dallas for Luka's first return to the team that basically drafted him. I know he's been there his whole career, but the Atlanta Hawks, did technically draft him. So yeah, there was a same day trade for him and Trae Young. But yes, get those semantics out of the way. But yes, it was the first time not playing against him, because he did play against them in LA and they got that victory. The Lakers did, but they were on the road this time and got that victory, 112-97. Luka went off with 45 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals, and they were also able to clinch a playoff berth in the 2025 postseason coming up soon. And yeah, it was crazy. Like, while the GM is still standing there off the side of the court, you hear fire Nico. His name is Nico Harrison, so of course the chants were ready for that. And every time Luka got the ball, when a guy who wants to get traded from a team, and whenever he gets the ball when he returns, there's always boos, but of course there was cheers every single time. He did everything, and of course he ended up going off in this game, which was awesome to see, because they were able to kind of relax and not have to worry about winning each game going towards the end of the season right now over this next weekend. But luckily they did get another big time victory against the Houston Rockets, 140-109 on Friday night, and Luka also threw in 39 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists, and they officially clinched the 3 seed because of that victory. So now I think they may have one more game, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, and I'm pretty sure none of their guys are going to be playing, at least the top guys, because they don't move up or down either way, and they get to play whoever it's going to be, because from 4 to basically 10 in the West, you can kind of switch and swap all those teams right now going towards the end of the season. So hopefully they get a good enough matchup, and now they can actually avoid Oklahoma City until the Western Conference Finals, if that's the case. So I think that's the best scenario for the LA Lakers. And then it's a pretty talented player for the Duke recruiting football side. His name is Jaden Dunbar. He's a 4-star wide receiver in the 2026 class. It's 6'5", 180 already, and he has Duke in his final 10. So yeah, that was nice to see. I know they missed out on that Rodney Dunham, or whatever, that 5-star player, that edge guy that I talked about. He sadly chose Notre Dame over Duke, who was one of his final 5 schools. But yeah, they lost out on a big guy, but at least you were in the final rankings for him, so that's at least a positive note there. There's a pretty talented shooter in the transfer portal from Princeton named Xavier Lee, and apparently he will choose between St. John's, Duke, and Florida. He averaged almost 17 points a game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists as a junior, and shot 43.9% from the field. So yeah, he's a pretty good player, pretty good guard for them. I don't know how good he is handling the ball, but he does average quite a bit of assists, so maybe he could be their top point guard if Proctor ends up not coming back, or Foster. We don't know officially yet, but if he chooses Duke, then that's some pretty good stuff, and hopefully I can talk about that coming up soon. And an ex-Duke football player, linebacker Joe Giles Harris, was apparently signed with the Cincinnati Bengals, so congrats to him. And there was apparently a schedule change for the football side. They moved up their game against Elon to open the season from Saturday to Thursday, August 28th, so be able to enjoy Duke football a couple days early going into that late part of summer. Even though I live in Southern California, it always feels like summer. I feel like I'm sweating right now, and it's going to be the first part of April. But either way, that's just how it is sometimes. And then a couple of transfers are now in the portal from the Duke women's basketball side. A pretty good player, Oluchi Okanawa. She's entered the portal and placed a do not contact tag on her, which usually means she kind of knows where she wants to go and wants to communicate with that school herself instead of getting a bunch of emails and calls towards her. So she's one of the talented players that helped them reach as far as they did this last season, and now she's out in the portal. I don't know what's happening to both my women's basketball teams. And there's another player in Vanessa De Jesus has entered the portal. She's a senior, and yeah, she's been hit with a bunch of injuries, but finally healthy. Her this season did okay, and I guess she just feels like she needs as much playing time as she can get, and I don't think she's going to get that at Duke this season coming up. So either way, good luck to her, I guess. And then on the women's softball side, of course it's softball, of course it's a women. They did get the ACC Pitcher of the Week in Cassidy Curd. Yeah, she's been on a hot streak right now. The main reason why I was talking about all those victories earlier on this week. But yeah, she's one of the better pitchers, in my opinion, in the country. And then on the men's lacrosse side, they defeated, I think that's Boston University 12-7, and they also had a defensive ACC Player of the Week in Aiden McGuire again, so that was awesome for them. And then they defeated a Campbell team earlier this week 10-7 in a walk-off fashion, and they also defeated William and Mary 3-2 in a walk-off fashion as well. So yeah, that was pretty awesome for them. I think one of them was a home run, the other one was just a single, but back-to-back walk-offs, that's always really exciting. So yeah, congrats to those guys. And I'm gonna add this in towards the end of the video at some point. Yes, excuse the hair, it's the next day, and I have not taken a shower yet, but that will happen soon. You can all calm down and relax. Yes, Emily Skinner, who's the incoming freshman, for at least one of the top ones coming in for the Duke women's basketball side. The Team USA under 17 was playing, and she scored pretty well. She had 13 points, shot 80% from the field, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. So yeah, pretty good looking game from her, and hopefully she could be a big time addition to the team next season because they are losing quite a bit. And then when it comes to the softball team, yes, they did defeat Pitt 13-7, which was cool to see. And then during that game, I believe Dewana Jennings has 200 career hits. So yeah, big time. Congrats to her. She's one of the faster players on the team, so she's usually like a slap hitter, but she's so fast she still gets on base. So yeah, that's pretty awesome for her. And then the men's baseball side, yes, they defeated Miami 13-3 on the road, which is pretty awesome for them. So yeah, big time win. I think they lost the last game to them, but either way, nice big road victory. And then yeah, I mentioned on the past USC video that a lot of like the USC women's golfers were in like that Pro Masters tournaments, and the Duke women had a couple of players too. It was like Andy Smith, Phoebe Brinker, Emma McMyler, Avery McCrary, Katie Lee, and Ryan Max Lixie. So yeah, congrats to all those ladies. I don't know if any from either school won, but yeah, at least you're able to have that. Either way, congrats to all those ladies, and yes, at least you're able to have a chance to compete in that competition. And then when the women's tennis side, yes, they did defeat SMU the other day 4-1. And I believe during some point recently, Jamie Ashworth, the coach, has had 250 ACC wins, so congrats to him. Then they also defeated Cal 4-3 and Stanford 4-3, and they also had an ACC Freshman of the Week and Liv Hovde. So yeah, pretty consistently good this women's tennis team is, just like the USC side. So maybe they will be playing in whatever final season tournament and facing against each other. That would be pretty awesome. And then I have not updated the Duke men's tennis team. They haven't been popping up, but now I did finally catch up to where I last left off. So they have played against Georgia Tech and beat them 4-1. Then they defeated SMU 4-0, defeated Boston College 6-1, and they defeated Miami 4-3, and then they defeated their rival North Carolina 4-0. And yeah, that's what propped up my interest, because I saw that recently pop up this weekend. I'm like, I don't know if I've gone back and looked, so I went back until I think like the SMU game a couple of weeks or maybe a month ago. And so yes, now you are all caught up on Duke men's tennis. I know you were crazily waiting for that update, but yes, hopefully this will be flipped in at some point. On the women's lacrosse side, they defeated Virginia Tech 15-6, and they defeated ECU 14-13. Then they defeated Cal 13-4, and I believe Gabby Rosenzweig, I know I'm saying that incorrectly, but she was invited to the 2025 World Games for the Ireland team, so congrats to her. And then Callie Hem reached 200 career points, so congrats. Then also Eva Pronti had 7 assists against Virginia, which is a Duke single game record. And then they were also able to defeat Campbell 14-6 this last week. Then they defeated Brown 14-13, so a couple of nerds battling it out. Then they defeated Pitt 14-10. And then Bella Goodwin had a career high in 6 goals versus Brown. And then also the ACC Co-Offensive Player of the Week was given to Kaylee Hem again too. So yeah, women are stepping up. And yeah, just like the men too. The men have always been the stronger side of the lacrosse for Duke, but now the women are showing they're pulling their weight. So yeah, hopefully they can make it far into the tournament whenever that is. I know they're going to do pretty well in the ACC tournament, but yeah, they definitely have some stardom there to go far and hopefully win something this season coming up. And then yeah, thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe, comment down below, let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Let's go Duke.